Hello,
Good
welcome back.
morning.
It's day two. Hope everybody had a good sleep last night and has their coffee or tea or drink of choice this morning.
I know some of us were up a little late at the social last night, but yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully you were able to get some good sleep because we have a lot of good talks and events going on today.
yeah. Speaking of the social, or I guess the community, yeah, our photos are still coming in. It's great. I love seeing everyone's photos of them, their pets, their like avatars, stands in there. Yeah, I love it. If you want to add more photos to our collage for our conference, just a reminder to do that at photobooth.pycascades.com.
And we love pets too, so feel free
Yes,
to, you can see a couple of them in there. Feel free to get photos of them as well.
yes. And before we go further in today, I just want to take a moment to read off our land acknowledgement. So we would like to acknowledge that we are tuning in from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the First Nation and Native peoples, past and present, and honor with gratitude the land itself and the Indigenous people, their stewardship of the land. And listed are just the locations that we, PyCascades, have traditionally been of the First Nations for each city. But please learn more about the native lands in your area at native-land.ca.
I want to take a moment to talk about our community values. So, part of what makes this conference so great is, in fact, I would say most of what makes this conference so great is our community. And as a community, we have a number of values that we really strive for. We strive to be welcoming. We want everyone to feel a part of this community, regardless of if they joined today, they've been with us for years, regardless of age, gender, experience, or technical capabilities. We want to make sure that anyone is welcome to attend this conference. We also want to be supportive. This conference is, in many ways, a collaboration for everyone, and so we want to support and help each other, both in enjoying the conference and just in the Python community at large. We also want to be respectful and open. We all have different experiences and perspectives, and let's embrace those differences and be open to learning and be respectful with how we interact with each other. That diversity is part of what makes the Python community so great, and so we want to foster it and help it grow. And lastly, be positive. There's a lot of great things happening today. We're here because of those things and the things that we love and enjoy. And as easy it is to disparage the things that we don't like, we should work to keep the space a positive one. It might be someone's first introduction to the topics, and so we wouldn't want their first introduction to be someone disparaging a certain thing. Part of today, the opening statements today will be reflective of what we spoke on yesterday, but we have some new attendees today, so we're going to go over a few things again.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, PyCascades does have a code of conduct, and this code of conduct is a minimum. It is not a standard. This code of conduct applies to all of our conference-related spaces, and we follow a standard process to keep the reporter's name confidential. And we just want to say that like intent isn't magic, but it does make a difference. So. Now, reporting in Venulus, if you see something in Venulus or you feel like you want to report something, you can do so by in the sidebar. We have a Get Help link, and then inside there's a Code of Conduct report, which will send a message to everybody on our Code of Conduct committee. You can also go to bit.ly/PyCascades 2022 Conduct Desk. Also, in chat, anyone that has the conduct committee badge, feel free to DM them if you have anything that you need to bring up. Also, we have other ways of reporting. Like I had mentioned before, you can direct message any staff member or find any. You can direct message any staff member, and they can find a COC member for you. You can also email us at contact@pycascades.com. Reach out on Slack. We have a group. It's the @group-incident-responders group. And then contact either Madison or I if you have any issues with any of our staff. And you can reach us at Britt@PyCascades.com or Madison@PyCascades.com. And then last, I just want to say, just to be excellent to each other. And just a reminder that like our code of conduct is the bottom bar, and we expect everyone to be to go beyond that. So
I'm going to give a little overview of our conference platform. So we're in Venuless right now. Hopefully you have access to that. You can find your way around using our Venuless user guide. And so we have that at bit.ly/PyCascades 2022 Venuless guide. We also have the welcome page, which is the landing page in our Venuless space that has some more information on how to get acquainted with the space. And if you have any trouble navigating, or you have any questions, or there's any issues that come up, feel free to reach out to our help desk. That's also under the Get Help section of Venuless. It's right next to the Code of Conduct block. You can click on that, and there's also the Reach Out to Us button that you can use there to get in touch with someone who will help you with any Venuless issue that you might have. We also have the main stage. This is the space that we're in right now. Today we have 25-minute talks, and in between some of those talks, in between all of those talks, we're going to have a 15-minute break. In between some of those talks, we will be having Q&A, which will be in a breakout room. That's Q&A room. I don't know which side it's on, but on one of the sides on your screen, it's Q&A room. And that breakout room is where we'll be holding Q&A for some talks after the talk. The MC will mention if there is Q&A for a given talk when they bring the speaker on. For pre-recorded talks, speakers might be available in chat to answer questions and just chat alongside the pre-record. So feel free to ask questions in the main chat alongside the main stage. The Q&A room, we also have a link for that. It's bit.ly/PyCascades 2022 QA room. And, just a couple more things. So we have closed captioning. We have live captioning thanks to Whitecoat. They're doing an excellent job. You can enable that using the CC button that's in the bottom right of the view screen or the video, and you'll get the live captions from there. And then lastly, don't forget to react in Venuless. There's those 5 different emojis in the bottom right, and you can see them pop up on your screen, and it's a nice bit of interactivity. Already touched on a couple of these things here, but we have some additional rooms too. If you want a sort of smaller, tighter video chat space, we have the lounge and the patio. Both of those are video rooms where you can turn on your video if you would like, or you can also just be on mic. And then we also have the chat rooms. We have the announcement channel, which is just for us, the organizers, providing you any information, and then general chat, which is just to chat with the other members of PyCascades. The screenshot in the middle shows what those different booths look like, or those different rooms. And I should also mention, too, that we have 2 different booths this weekend. We have the PyLadies booth, which will be open from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then one of our sponsors, Microsoft, has a booth that's open from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. They have a bunch of events going on. You can see their schedule on the welcome page of Venuless. Yesterday they had a ton of cool stuff, AMAs, demos, and talks, so highly encourage you to check out that booth. And if you do stop by, be sure to thank them for their support. Lastly, we, in terms of the scheduling and whatnot, we also have mentored sprints this afternoon. We have a number of great projects who have come and will be, we have maintainers from each of these projects who will help work through some of the issues. So we have Plumer, VizPy, Openverse, and Pursued PyBear, and that will be happening in Venuless at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And if you want more information on that, you can go to bit.ly/ PyCascades 2022 sprints.
I'd like to take a moment and just thank all of our sponsors. This conference would definitely not be possible without the financial help from all of our sponsors. At the diamond level, we've got Microsoft Azure. They have thank you so much for just helping us out, put this on. And just a reminder that they have a wonderful schedule at their booth. They've got I think 3 events today, but I went yesterday to visit the Microsoft booth, and it was great. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors at the community level, Real Python and API Metrics, and then I'd like to thank our publishing sponsor, No Starch Press. And just as a reminder, you get 25% off all titles at notestarch.com. Just use the code PyCas25 or PYCIS25 at checkout. And they've also given us, I think, 6 vouchers to give away to attendees. So just a reminder, we're picking those at random. So check your emails after the event.
And I think we were so hasty, so excited to get the event started today that we neglected to introduce ourselves. I'm Madison. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm one of the co-chairs of PyCascades.
And I'm Britt. My pronouns are he, him. I'm also one of the organizers.
Yeah, so we'll be around today, too, if you have any questions for us. And be sure to stay in touch throughout the day. So we have the photo booth. Don't forget that at photobooth.pycascades.com. You can also use the hashtag PyCascades on Twitter and Instagram. We're also at PyCascades on Twitter and Instagram. And then if you have any questions or are looking for any information, our website is 2022.pycascades.com. And if you have any conduct-related issues, just a reminder that you can reach out to conduct@pycascades.com. Or if you want to chat with the organizers or just have a question, you can email us, organizers@pycascades.com.